Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. I have been covering AutoGen for a long time, since when it was not even owned by Microsoft. I have done heaps of videos on it and it has really progressed a lot. But over the last few months, I felt that this project has just fallen off the rails a bit. But today I am very excited to let you know that the project is back on track and the changes which they have released in this new version, which is version 0.4, are quite groundbreaking, and that is why in this video we are going to install it again locally from scratch, and then we will also see what exactly has changed in this agentic framework, which is really cool. Now, if you don't know what AutoGen is, I would highly recommend that you go to my channel and search for AutoGen. I have done heaps of videos on it. Just to give you a quick overview, it is an agentic framework, or in simple words, it allows you to create autonomous pieces of software called as agents, which are powered by large language models. So what happens is that you just issue a prompt, a text query like find information about Fahad Mirza. Now, all of these models, including OpenAI's ones, they have been trained on a huge amount of data, but they have no clue about my personal information or my real-time information, because these models might have been trained last year. Maybe I am doing something new this year and they have no clue about it, though it is already present in the public domain on the internet. So if you want your models to access real-time information or to interact with external APIs and then make intelligent decisions by not only using their own intelligence from LLM but also by coordinating with other agents which are also similar LLM powered and have specific roles, then you use an agentic framework like AutoGen. Now, you can assign different roles to these agents. For example, you can say that, okay, this agent is a web surfer. It will only search the web and will do extensively. You can say that, okay, this agent is a writer. So once the surfer has searched, compiled the information, the writer will take over from that agent, and then it is going to write it in whatever format you want, and then it is going to return you the data. So, and these agents coordinate with each other, and this orchestration of agents is also done by frameworks like these AutoGen. So this is why they are so popular. But the last few versions which I have seen with AutoGen, they were a bit, I would say, how should I put it politely, they were not as flexible. I think they were trying to do so many things at the same time. That is why it was becoming cumbersome. But I'm so glad to show you that now in this new one, not only they have made it simpler, but also it is quite modular and extensible, which is really good. So if you look at this diagram, now users can easily customize systems with pluggable components including custom agents, tools, memory, and models. They can even build proactive and long-running agents using event-driven patterns. You can have observability, you can have asynchronous messages, which could be both event-driven or request-response interaction patterns, which are the two most common patterns when we build agentic software. Now, there are three main things which you need to be aware of in this new version. First is a core API, as you can see at the bottom. This implements message passing, event-driven agents, and local and distributed runtime. And then we have agent chat API on top of it, that is simpler, but which adds a bit of an abstraction on top of core, but it is an opinionated API rapid for prototyping. And then we have extensions which could be custom or it could be third party, and that is where you can extend it at as much as possible. And then of course you can build applications on top of it. They've also given an example of Magentic 1 application by Microsoft, which I already have covered on the channel. On the left hand side, there is a GUI Studio where you can also prototype, and benching is for your observability or instrumentation or to debug and tracing. So this is the whole structure. You see that it is simpler, modular, extensible. Now let's try to get it installed and see how it works. Let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are AgentBot. AgentBot lets you effortlessly deploy a personalized knowledge bot across platforms like Discord, Slack, and others. It is ideal for open source tech communities and startups that provide user support, and I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Okay, let me take you to my terminal where I'm running this Ubuntu 22.04. Now I will be using OpenAI's model with it, which means that you would need to go to platform.openai.com and grab your API key, which is a paid option. So first let me create a Conda environment. Now I'm more than sure that you will be wondering that why not using Olama. Look, to be honest, if you're really building an agentic software, you would need to use a big hosted model, even if it is open source. I'm not talking about just OpenAI, it could be Llama 3.3 or whatever. But it has to be a big model, either hosted locally or remotely. So that is why, because Olama's quantized model simply don't cut it. Okay, so that's done. Next we need to install AutoGen, and I'm installing it with these extensions, OpenAI and web server. It is going to take a minute or so. And next up, I'm going to set my OpenAI's API key, which is a paid option. So let me set it and clear the screen. Okay, if you are doing web surfing, we need to install Playwright. So these are the commands of installing Playwright. And if you don't know what Playwright is, it is a web automation library, and it allows you to automate web browsers like Chrome, Firefox. It uses a high-level API that enables tasks like web scraping, testing, and automation. And Playwright is already done. And now let me show you how you can use this new version of AutoGen. So I'm just going to go into my coding directory. I'm just going to open it my VS Code to show you the code. So this is a simple code of AutoGen where we are importing all the libraries which are needed, and then in an asynchronous manner we are just calling this GPT-4o model, and we are defining this web server agent that it needs to do web surfing, and then from there it is just going to do the round robin chat in a loop. And the task which it needs to perform is find information about Fahad Mirza and write a short summary. And there are heaps of agents which you can define. You can define custom agents, and I have done videos on it, and I'm planning to do one more on just custom agents and how to orchestrate them very soon, so stay tuned. But anyway, this is just to show you how you can do this new asynchronous messaging with it. So it is already saved, so let me go to my terminal, clear the screen, and let's run this code, which is app.py from the root of this directory. So as soon as I have run it, it is saying find information about Fahad Mirza and write a short summary. So the web server is right now surfing the web. Let's wait for it. There you go. So it is talking about there you go. So it has found the information. You see, it has found the information about someone else too, but you can simply type exit and it is going to exit from here, and you can handle it, of course. So you see, looks quite good here. So this is how easy it is to install AutoAgent with asynchronous messaging and then using it on your local system. And now let me show you how you can install the AutoGen Studio, which is, as I said earlier, it's an AI powered interface to rapidly prototype AI agents. It also enhances your agents with skills, compose them into workflow, and you can interact with them to accomplish tasks. So you see that with just one line, I was able to install it. And let's use the same application, the web server one. So I have just gone one directory back, and then I need to run this command in order to start this AutoGen Studio with my application. So I'm just starting it at port 8080. So let's run it. It is going to start it at port 8080 on our local host. It is done. Let me show you there. There you go. So AutoGen Studio is running. First thing we need to do is to create a team of agents. Just click on new team here. Just either change the name or let's go with it. Once team is done, go back on the left hand side to playground, create a new session, just call it whatever you like, select your team and then create. Then click on this test team here, and then you can just ask it any question like who is Fahad Mirza, press enter, and the web surfing agent is working, collecting the data, the same thing, and then it's all done. So instead of doing that code thing which I showed you earlier here, this one, you can simply build your agents here and then you can test them. You can build multiple agents within one team. You can have multiple teams and then you can go from there. There are a lot of options which you can check out. You can even change the theme, which is quite good. Dark always looks good. So you see, this makes it so easy to use and test it out. So that's it. Stay tuned because I will be doing more videos on this new version. Especially I intend to cover the custom agents with AutoGen. Plus another video I want to do is around the evaluation and benchmarking, because that looks really improved this time and it's a big topic, so we will cover it in another video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about it. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you are already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps. Thank you for watching.